What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so there's been a rumor that there is going to be a Nintendo Direct next month. But how viable is that rumor exactly? But before we get into it, we're still on the road to 20,000 subscribers. So if you're into Nintendo Switch 2 content, and also giving Nintendo haters that seat, and you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about the topic in the comment section. Of course, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. So there's been a rumor that there will be a Nintendo Direct this July. No one's saying when in July, but they're expecting it in July. And the question is, how viable is this rumor? Well, I think it's pretty damn viable because, one, Nintendo's 85th annual shareholders meeting is this Friday, where Nintendo will presumably be talking about just how much the Switch 2 has sold. And honestly, by this time, they may be even able to announce that maybe the Switch 2 has sold maybe even past 5 million units. That would be interesting. But the shareholders are going to have questions about what is coming next for Nintendo Switch 2, and certainly when some of these games like Metroid Prime 4 are actually launching. Now, I think that the fact that there was no Nintendo Direct this summer yet for, this is usually, or actually it's past, usually the E3 period, Nintendo will have some kind of, showcase, and they didn't. Now, we did get the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, which was freaking amazing, but as far as what we traditionally get from Nintendo during the summer as an E3 style presentation, we have yet to get that. So we usually will get something really big around the summer and also something really big around September. Now, we got off to a later start this year because both the Nintendo Direct that they had and also the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct was way later in the year than we expected last year. Like last year, everyone expected the stuff to be announced and shown in January, and that didn't really happen. We didn't get the big blowout in January. So because those things were later, that could have possibly pushed back the initial time for when we would have expected a Direct around June. Which obviously, since it's already Wednesday, unless the Direct magically gets announced and shadow dropped for tomorrow, it's more than likely not going to happen this week. So next week, I believe, actually is on the table because, one, we will be in July, but also, like I said in the past, Nintendo loves their damn holidays. They love announcing things around holidays, and next week will be the 4th of July. So I wouldn't be surprised in conjunction with how this shareholders meeting is this Friday, and also the fact that there are so many games that need to be shown off before they come out for the Switch 2, such as, and these are games that are actually coming out in July, such as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, of course Donkey Kong Bonanza, Shadow Labyrinth Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Remember, that comes out at the end of July. Wild Hearts Switch 2 Edition comes out also in July. And then in August, we have Dragon Drive and EA Sports Madden NFL 26, which is a big deal to have a Madden game on a Nintendo system for the first time in over 10 years. That is a big deal, especially with the fact that it's probably going to look really good. You also got Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 edition plus Star Cross World. That's in August. They're not going to wait until August to show footage, more footage, and talk about these games. So July is a extreme possibility for a Nintendo Direct. And judging the fact that there's a holiday, 4th of July next week, I wouldn't be surprised if a Direct is announced for the July 2nd or July 3rd or something like that. But yeah, I definitely think that there's a huge possibility that there is a Nintendo Switch, a Nintendo Direct in July, whether people are guessing or not, or actually do have insider information on it. Because it at this point, it just makes sense. They're not going to, if you expect them to have a Nintendo Direct around September, they're not going to wait until August to have another. I doubt they'll have back-to-back Directs in August and September. And I also doubt that they would wait all the way until September to have another Nintendo Direct. That is too long, and it will be after a lot of these games, first party and third party, have come out for the Switch, and they want to hype these games up. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Do you think that a Direct is coming in July and coming soon? I think it is. I'm not 100% certain, but I'd probably bet some money on it. I'm not betting. I'm just saying it's a figure of speech. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. All right, one last thing. So this rumor of a July Nintendo Direct originally came from Beat 'em Ups. Now, this is a person that doesn't normally claim to have leaks or claim to have insider information, but in this particular time, this is things and also games that are supposed to be announced at this Nintendo Direct that he's heard. Now, I personally don't think that he would make up this information for two reasons. One, he's one of the most popular Nintendo YouTubers and gets a ton of views on every video, has a ton of subscribers. There's no real need for him to make something up for attention, right? Now, that's not to say that the person that told them this is not lying or whatever. And I think that he even said that, like, don't take my word for it. This is just what I'm hearing. But I personally don't think that he would make this up because of what I just said there. And also the fact that when it comes to these leaks and rumors, when they don't come true, a lot of people really come down hard on the people that told them the leak and the rumor. And seeing as how he reacted to a video that he did before that was not well received, and he pretty much damn near went through depression and didn't make videos for a long time after it, I don't think that he would risk that happening again just for a Nintendo Direct rumor. That really doesn't even help him that much. And even then, the Direct rumor was on his secondary channel. So I personally don't think that he made it up. He could have heard wrong from someone, but I personally don't think that he made this rumor up. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments.